What's up, people? Welcome to Reviews, where I, Rayden, bring you an array of videos from the anime world and geek culture. Today I'll be giving you my top 10 anime for beginners. This is a list for people who are new to the anime media. I try to pick series from all genres and that are easy to digest for newcomers, so hopefully there'll at least be something here for you. This list is not ranked, but rather is in alphabetical order going backwards. For example, if I was to list Z Gundam, that would most likely be number 10, and Ace Attorney would most likely be number 1. So without further ado, let's get this countdown started. Number 10, Toradora. Toradora is a comedy romance series that is simply done right. It's a show about how you should never judge a book by its cover, and that love can make you do crazy things. Ryuji is a gentle soul who is labeled a delinquent because of his looks. His counterpart, Taiga, is a petite cute girl with a tsundere complex. These two unlikely heroes decide to team up so they can both get in favor with the person they have a crush on. From there, their journey takes off as they try to help each other with their romantic endeavors and survive the obstacles of being a teenager. My synopsis sounds very generic, and in all fairness, Toradora kinda is. But what makes this better from the rest of these shows out there is that it is really well written. You really grow to like each character and can help but cheer for their success. If you're looking for an adorable high school rom-com, then look no further than Toradora. Number 9. Psychopath. I'm personally not the biggest fan of the sci-fi genre, but man oh man, did Psychopaths have my attention from episode 1 and never let go until the final credits rolled. Psychopaths takes place in a future where criminals are judged by a computer system known as the Sybil system. The Sybil system reads a person's mental state and determines the probability of a person who would commit a future crime. If it is too high, they are flagged as a criminal and are either apprehended or sentenced to death. We follow Akane, whose job is to execute the Sybil system's orders, with the aid of her fellow criminal enforcers. After a while, Akane discovers all kinds of secrets about the people she works for and begins to question her world. It is another great twisted tale from Gen Urobuchi. The writing is solid, the animation's fantastic, and the music is on point. If you're even remotely into the sci-fi genre, then I highly recommend you check out Psychopaths. Number 8. Perfect Blue. Satoshi Kon was a genius, and he proved in his first movie, Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is a mature psychological thriller. It stars Mima, an ex-pop idol who is attempting to make a name for herself in the movie business. However, not all of her obsessive fans are happy that she left the music scene. Soon, strange things happen around Mima that make her movie career difficult. All these weird phenomena start to take a mental toll on Mima, and she struggles to tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Perfect Blue is a somewhat disturbed movie that will have you on the edge of your seat the whole time. It might not be easy to track down this late 90s classic since it's been out of print in North America for a while, but if you can get a used copy on the internet, it will totally be worth the price. Number 7. Grave of the Fireflies. Okay, I probably would recommend Grave of the Fireflies as a person's first anime, however I definitely would push this like as their number 5 or something. It is simply one of the best movies out there. Not just anime movies, but one of the best movies, period. This movie is a tearjerker, and it lets you know that up front. This is a tragic tale that doesn't have a Disney ending, which maybe explains why this is the only Ghibli movie that isn't owned by Disney. The movie takes place in Japan towards the end of World War II. It centers around a young boy and his sister, whose lives are ruined by the war. Every day is a struggle just to make ends meet for them. The director, Isao Takahata, has been in the anime industry for a long time, and is a master of pulling at the heartstrings. I'll be honest, it's a tough movie to sit through at times, but it's positively a movie that will definitely change your life. Number 6. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time is a coming-of-age story with just a hint of the supernatural. It is about Makoto Kono, who is uncertain about her future. After a freak accident, she discovers that she can literally travel through time. Makoto takes pleasures with her newfound power by traveling back in time to make her life easier. Oh, got an F on that last test? Well, not anymore. Thanks to knowing the test questions in advance and traveling back in time, you now get an A. However, she soon realizes there are consequences for her actions. This is a fun movie that also manages to convey a powerful message. The animation and storytelling are superb. I'm a huge fan of Mamoru Hosoda's work, and I highly suggest you check out his other films as well. If you like time travel stories that aren't bogged down by complex narratives, then this one is for you. Number 5. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm just gonna take a second to explain something here real quick. There are 2 Fullmetal Alchemist TV anime series out there. There's the original series that came out in 2003, and then there's this one called Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood that came out in 2009. They both roughly have the same story and characters, so you don't need to watch the 03 series in order to get into Brotherhood. Brotherhood is just a more faithful adaptation of the original manga, and I think is the best version between the two. It takes place in a Europe-like setting where alchemy is a real thing. Young brothers Edward and Alphonse Elric attempt to use alchemy to bring back their dead mother, which is super forbidden. They fail miserably to bring her back and end up paying a terrible price. Edward loses an arm and a leg, while Alphonse loses his entire body and his soul is now tied to a suit of armor. The only way to get back what they have lost is to go on a perilous journey and search for the Philosopher's Stone. The action here is jaw-dropping, and the music is so good that you'll want to go out and buy the CD. There's so much I can't get into, but trust me, Brotherhood is one of the best action-adventure series the anime world has to offer. Number 4. Death Note. Death Note was just one of those anime titles that took the world by storm in the mid-2000s, and for good reason. Light Yagami was a high school student with a bright future. He was the perfect model student with the best grades, until one day he stumbles upon a Death Note, a notebook that has the power to kill anyone just by knowing their name and face. With his new deadly power, Light decides to play God and get rid of all the world's criminals in the name of justice. Soon afterwards, the police realize there must be a serial killer out there killing all the criminals, and attempt to apprehend the evil mastermind. It becomes a game of cat and mouse. Who is in the right and who will be the victor? You'll have to watch all 37 episodes to find out. This show will get your heart pumping, and it'll make you want to call in sick one day just so you can marathon the whole series. Fair warning, the latter episodes are not as good as the early episodes, but it's still a supernatural thriller like no other. Number 3. Cowboy Bebop. Of course Cowboy Bebop's on the list. Why the heck wouldn't it be? Honestly, what else can I say about Cowboy Bebop that hasn't been said before? They're the best worst space bounty hunters in the galaxy. They go on action-packed adventures, and we the audience learn a little bit more about each character's mysterious past. It's great for beginners because it's very episodic, so you can watch the series at your leisure. The characters are awesome and each add something to the show. The character designs and animation are top-notch. The jazz music provided by Yoko Kanno is breathtaking, and I highly recommend picking up the soundtrack if you can. The series will soon turn 20 years old, and I know that may turn off some viewers, but I urge you to watch Cowboy Bebop. Number 2. Castle in the Sky. I'll admit I had a difficult time deciding what Hayao Miyazaki film to put on my list. One could easily fill this top 10 list with just Studio Ghibli movies. I ended up picking Castle in the Sky because of how accessible it is for new anime viewers. It still has a ton of Miyazaki charm without blowing out the human senses like Spirited Away. The movie focuses on a young girl named Shita, who is abducted by an evil government agent named Musaka. Shita manages to escape from her captives and ends up meeting a young boy named Pazu. Pazu agrees to help Shita to escape from Musaka's clutches, and together they go on an adventure full of lovable characters and wondrous sights. I think this is a great movie for kids as well as adults, so be sure to add Castle in the Sky on your must-watch list. Number 1. Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. I imagine most of you are going, what the heck is Mongolian Chop Squad? And yes, it does have a weird name, and is old, and isn't super popular. But if you're a fan of slice of life and coming of age stories, then Beck is something worth checking out. It is yet another story about a high schooler named Koyuki, who is unsure what he wants out of life. The difference with this one compared to other similar setups on this list is that there is no supernatural element or any crazy adventure here. It's simply just about a kid who learns how to make friends and falls in love with music. That's it, and yet it's one of my favorite anime shows of all time. The anime is grounded in reality and is very relatable, especially to anyone who grew up with a passion for the various rock genres. And it doesn't hurt that the show's music is spectacular in both English and Japanese. Beck Mongolian Chop Squad is a series I always recommend to beginners. So what are you waiting for? Go on, go watch it right now, and you can thank me later. Well, there you have it, people. Those are my top 10 anime for beginners. What did you think? Is there an anime you would suggest to newcomers that didn't make it on my list? Go ahead and leave me your suggestions down below. While you are there and you have a request of a top 10 list from the anime world or geek culture you would like me to do, feel free to leave me your request in the comments section as well. No guarantees, but I'll for sure take your request under serious consideration. If you like what I do here, please share this video amongst your friends and hit that like and subscribe button. That stuff really helps me out and I appreciate all the help that I can get. If you want to see what I'm up to in between videos, be sure to follow me on social media. Last but most importantly, thank you so much for watching. I was Rayden, and I'll see you guys again on the next episode of RoR Reviews.